Hey, Indianapolis. Hope you guys are doing well. My name is Ronnie Reese, and alongside we have Mr. Brett Snodgrass. Want to welcome you to the first edition of the Helpful Home Buyers. It's a great time. We guys we're fellow believers. We're a Christian company here in Indianapolis, and we're just looking just to help home buyers. So we're excited to have you. Thank you guys for joining us on this first episode. Brett, man, how are you doing today?
Fantastic, Ronnie. I'm excited to launch this off with the Helpful Home Buyers in Indianapolis, Indiana. So I'm super excited to be alongside you, man, and really help out the just culture and the community of Indianapolis. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Most definitely excited. I just so you guys that are here, you're like, wait, who are these guys? What's going on? Like, why are we even listening to this? Thank you just for that, just for even taking that attention. So for us, the name of our company is Simple Quarters, and we're here in Indianapolis. We are local problem solvers when it comes to people in their home and their home situations. We have seen a lot of different situations. We want to make sure that you guys just know exactly who we are, and just you can kind of connect with us. So you know exactly, hey, who's showing up to your house, what's going on, and then just offer help and solutions, and kind of testify a little bit about what God has been doing, both in our business, but then also too how He's been able to help us, add testimonies and be a part of other people's testimonies in their home, solutions or troubles that they're having with their houses. So that's really what this is about, and why you guys are here and why we're here. So thank you again just for joining. So Brett, man, I'll just ask you, what do you like about being a helpful home buyer?
Yeah, Ronnie. So I've actually been helping home sellers as a home buyer for about 17 years now. I've been with Simple Quarters, and we've seen all types of situations. And I think one of the core values of our company at Simple Quarters is just really being obsessed with problem solving. Some people would say we actually don't buy properties, that we buy problems. And that's been, we've been talking about that a lot. And today we're really going to be talking about what are some of the difficulties that home sellers face, that we can come in, that we can actually help them with some of their problems that they're facing, some of their difficulties. And most of the time that is what we have to, the counsel, guide them along their situation. We're going to talk about some of those situations today. So that's the thing I think that I'm most excited about with this, is really just to help people. That's really the core of our organization at Simple Quarters, is to helping people, treating people how we would want to be treated. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So Ronnie, I'll kind of kick it back to you. When I say that we're obsessed with creative problem solving, means that we're working with a lot of people with hardships, with difficulties in some sort. Can you talk to us about what are some of those difficulties? What are some of those hardships that you on the front lines are talking to these home sellers about?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I know that I've run into recently, it is, people that are looking to transition from, a home that is too big for them to maybe a different city. When they go down to Florida, people want to go down to Texas or just get somewhere warmer, that is definitely something that we can help with. And sometimes they're like, you know what, I don't want to go enlisted and have to put all the work in and go through the inspections. I just want something that is convenient, that I can trust, and that we can get, this can happen within 21 days, 2 weeks, a month, and so that has been something that I've definitely loved being able to help with. One of the other things that, we've been able to help with too is sometimes, life happens, right? Situations happen, trials happen. And maybe the repairs on a property just kind of get kind of crazy. Something happens with the bathroom upstairs leaking, and repairs just get too much. And maybe there's just too much history there. And like, you know what? I just want to sell the home and just move on without having to worry about making any additional repairs. I just need to leave. And another situation that we've also been running into, and it's an unfortunate situation, very delicate and sensitive situation, but one that we take very personal, is if there is a death in the family, where there might be a grandmother, or uncle, sometimes even a spouse, that might have recently passed away. Those situations are very sensitive, and we might make sure that we go in, we actively listen to see exactly what's going on. Want to make sure that you're aware of all of your options, but then also to give you a fair, secure cash offer so that you know exactly what's happening, so they don't have to worry about the hustle and bustle of different people coming in and trying to worry about grieving while also making sure that the house is perfectly staged, and having to deal with all those back and forth negotiations and, just all the uproar trying to get everything moved out at one time, and that is, kind of hard too. A lot of different people in different transitions. And then sometimes there are people that have, properties that are tenant occupied. And sometimes the tenants are good, then sometimes there might be some tribulations and some trials with some tenants, and, you just might be like, hey, you know what? I think I'm ready just to move on to a different season in my life. And that's okay too. And so we're there to help with all of those situations. I've seen all of those. And I love being able to come and just listen to what the problem is, seeing how we can best help.
Have you ever had a tenant situation of difficulty, Ronnie?
Yes, I definitely have.
we've had our fair share of tenant difficulties, so we know exactly what you're talking about. I actually reminds me of just a recent situation that we've had tenants that have had squatters right in their home, and so we had a home that we think is vacant, and it's not vacant, that someone has maybe broken into the home and living in this particular home, and we have to face that situation. What do we do in that situation? So we take on, again, problems like that. Maybe you had a vacant home and someone had broken into the home. Maybe they had destroyed something or had some sort of destruction in the home. Maybe they're living in the particular home, and we're taking on those, again, problems that other people might not want to deal with. One of the most common difficulties or hardships is some of the financial hardships, right? Too. So I want to kind of pinpoint that, and maybe there's a job loss. We've faced people that really need, again, time is of the essence, that they may have a job loss, that we can come in and help them with their difficulty in that. Or maybe they have just some extra bills or unexpected expenses that we need to help them out with. Maybe they need to sell a rental property, or maybe even their home. We've faced some people that have gotten behind on their mortgages, right? So Ronnie, talk to us about that. We've faced many people that have been 2, 3, 4, 6, 10 payments behind on their mortgage, and we've been able to come in and help them out with those situations.
Yeah, no, most definitely. We've definitely seen people that have been in those get behind on their payments, and then they wouldn't know which way to turn. And honestly, sometimes it's people can feel embarrassment about that. And they're like, I don't know who to reach out to. I don't know who to call. Like, who do I deal with? I don't want to necessarily deal with the realtor. But we really take those situations personally, where we will come in, and there's been times where we have been able to save a foreclosure and keeping that from happening, and be able to save a property from going to auction because they got behind on the payments. And what we've been able to do is sometimes even just start making the payments for you. So you don't have to worry about making those payments for you, and then still able to put cash in your pocket so that you can be able to move forward and go to your next place and not have to worry about the stress of the payments and getting all those things, kind of squared away. We can, we've been able to take care of that, and we love doing that.
Yeah, definitely. So again, we just kind of go back to the beginning, and we really help people in distressed situations, whether that's a money situation, a money hardship, maybe it's a property hardship, maybe it's a tenant hardship. And again, Ronnie, you kind of mentioned that a lot of people can be embarrassed by some of their difficult situations. And I think that, again, I've been doing this 17 years. I've seen pretty much everything under the sun that when it comes to some sort of issue with a particular property. And we don't have any embarrassments. We've seen quite a few things, right, Ronnie?
And I've seen quite a few things. I've smelled a lot of different things. So but we come in with a neutral, non-judgmental approach, that you don't have to, oh, my house is too dirty. Oh, my house is this. Oh, my house is that. No, your house is what it is. Your situation is what it is. We want to come in and just take a listen, take a look, and objectively see what we can do in order to help. That's what we're here for, just to help.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one of our approaches at Simple Quarters that's a little bit different than some of the other companies out there is that we try to uniquely tailor our offers and in this with the home seller situation. Again, we don't just come in and it's not just a transaction where we kind of offer just a certain amount of cash or a certain amount of money, but sometimes it's not even about that. Sometimes they need a little extra time to move out of the particular property. Sometimes they need to lease the property back for a certain amount of time. So it really just depends on your situation that we try to uniquely tailor our offers depending on the home sellers. Anything to add to that, Ronnie?
No, most definitely. I mean, we're actively dealing with that right now. I mean, there's a property that we bought. We were talking with the lady, and she's like, hey, I'm ready to just downsize. My house is too big. It was my mother's home. I've been here for 8 months, and she was waiting on her new apartment to be able to get finished. And so, she said, "Well, hey, we'll just, we'll close on the property. We'll give her 30 days, move out. Wasn't any problem." But then guess what? There was some big construction delays with her with our new place. And so what we were able to do was work out just a lease back situation. And what we thought was going to be maybe 2 months, now we're here, 6 months later, and we're not stressing. Everything is okay. She's fine. She understands that. But it just shows that, we're looking to be able to be flexible, to help however we can. We're not just, the big nasty people that comes in and just takes up everything and just, oh, get out the house. No, we're here. We're helpful. We're not going to buy your house if we can't, if we're not going to put you in a better situation. And that's really what it's about. When we buy properties, we don't want to do any harm. If we're not going to help you, don't want to do it at all.
Amen. Amen to that, Ronnie. Well, Ronnie, we are running out of time on this particular episode, but as you guys tune in to the Helpful Home Buyers episodes in the future, we're going to be talking about different testimonies, different stories, and different ways that we can help you in some of these situations. So please stay tuned for that. And again, if you're facing any type of hardships, any type of difficulty, or you just want to get an offer on your particular home, we would love to help. We're not the only solution, but you can get a free cash offer or a free uniquely tailored to your situation offer. You can do that by, giving us a call at 317-900-HOME or going to our website at simplequarters.com. Check us out. And I think this is the wrap for the first Helpful Home Buyers episode. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Simple Quarters has been helping homeowners for over 17 years. As a Christian company, we love helping hurting Hoosiers out of difficult situations. We are incredibly flexible to meet your individual needs and help relieve you of your stress and hardships. All you have to do is call us at 317-900-HOME, and we can start helping you today. Please, give us a call. 317-900-HOME. That's 317-900-HOME.